Good evening, one and all. Welcome you all to the third day of the FDP, 2 weeks FDP on research avenues in biometrics using low-cost devices. Today, we have another eminent speaker, Dr. Sahana Gowda. Here is a brief introduction of Dr. Sahana Gowda. Dr. Sahana Gowda did a BE from AIT Chikmagalur, ME from UVCE Bangalore, PhD from University of Mysore. Dr. Sarnagoda is in teaching since 1999, and in the span of 10 years, she became professor in 2009 at BNMIT. And from 2015, Madam has worked or rendered her service as HOD in computer science and engineering at BNMIT. She is eminent researcher and academician too. Our eminence is being showcased in the way that our students are so motivated and they have got opportunity to work in many of the national and international collaborations and platforms. Dr. Sahana Gowda has joined RV University as Associate Dean in the School of Computer Science and Engineering. And in a very short span of her dedicated work and our eminence, now she is a registrar of RV University, Bangalore. Madam, we congratulate for this and we are very happy for this. Dr. Sahana Gowda has published more than 100 journals, 100 publications in reputed journals with high impact factor, and has handled successfully the projects from VTU, VGST, DST, and IASC. The vision of RV University is well addressed by Sahana Gowda, and today we are very happy to have you here to know more about the recent trends in research, trends and technologies. Madam, the dais is yours.
Thank you, madam. Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Hopefully the participants will
also. Yeah, gradually. Yeah, all are muted. They will gradually join.
Okay. So I shall share the PPT.
Yes, madam.
So the PPT is visible. Hopefully I'm audible to the audience also.
Yes, madam. Visible and audible, both.
Thank you, madam. So before I start my presentation, thank you, Dr. Bharti madam, for giving such an elaborative introduction. Hopefully,
actually, it's more than it's there more to talk about you, but I don't want to consume more time.
Thank you, madam. So I hopefully see in the audience also most of them are academicians, and some could be from industries also. Some could be from different parts of the Karnataka or India, wherever it could be. See, when we say the term research, basically. So today the research is not just a research, what we started doing as what we had to. There are two things that we look at. So we say that the recent trends in research, I thought this should really be a topic to be discussed with young minds who are smart enough, who are tech savvy in their own ways, and who also want to do something really good, but with less effort, but really has to have a very good outcome. Yes, it is needed for this hour. You don't have to put at the effort the days 2 decades back, what we really slogged for, which was not so easily available. Could be that we say that the information basically to connect to the people on other parts of the world, which I could say today, we feel that the world is so small. Interacting with people, we see people travel like anything to understand the culture, to understand what people are doing, to connect with the people, find out what are the opportunities that we have. We have to start. The era is an exploration era. No more it is an information era. With exploration and experimentation, you have to build up strong skills. Even research needs it. So basically, when we say research, what do we understand? So research, maybe some of us think that we have to analyze. Maybe some of us think that we have to explore it, inquire about it with the people, probably if it is not on an information booklet. So investigation on some data, probing into something that is not known at all, and experimentation of actually what the facts the people have spoken about. But to do all this, the society that we are, which is so much the tech driven, be it from the age of a tiny tot to a elderly person who says that how comfortably could be just a small smartphone which has made to connect people so easily, though they are geographically placed so far. Who did all this? It was a step by step, a small process. Every small step accounted to the technology for the people thought, the clear thoughts, that the intuition the people built. Tomorrow, this is what is required for the society. So when you start thinking the requirement of tomorrow is where you really start thinking that you've got to search something. So what is that we would search? Is that today, let's say an engineer who starts solving a problem, keeping technology on the other side, not even understanding the society or the culture or the localization. So there is something where now we know that there are some people who are working in niche. Engineers were working on one side, the liberal arts people were working on the other side. So there was something like India studies coming up, there was something like South Asian studies coming up. Look at the way that they started defining themselves in understanding the culture. So did really this culture and the technology penetrate together in coming up with a new research perspective in telling the people, yes, this is what is required for society? So how many of them could do that? So today it's not that you sit in a niche area, sit in a small place, taking up a niche area where you don't have to interact with people, just sit and find out whether you have to come up with a new technology, renovate the technology that is available. It's not that what is research today. Today you have to get into a collaborative activity. No more it's going to be a conceptual understanding that you have done from a deep survey that I write. Tomorrow it's going to be this. Today you do research today so closely. I think probably we ourselves didn't know that what we are studying, we had to bring it to the level of research. We had to take it to the level of patenting or copywriting it so that it is available in the market for the business people, so-called the technologists, who can pick it up and say that, yes, tomorrow this is going to be the product. And sometimes ago, if many of my friends agree upon, when we read the first 2 pages of any textbook, they would say this idea, this technology really as a research started somewhere 2 decades back and now it is being implemented. Today, when you see the books coming up, today, when you see the papers coming out, they don't refer to the decade back information because they're so much getting renovated and the technology has gone to such a level. Every area of research has a very strong technology support. How much have we explored what is available before jumping into getting a problem statement is a question here. So upon that, the research is happening on a real world application problems which has a stronger societal impact. And upon that, academic research is also asking for a commercial return. Never a day we thought that academic research, I think somewhere we would say that in US, anything that needs a problem to be solved, they were just collaborating with universities. Today it is happening in India. I think all of us agree upon that. Tell me, how much are we ready to solve the problem that the society has, what we call as real-time problem? As researchers, as academicians, probably my talk more concentrates on academicians because I want the best teachers in all the universities. They are the ones who we have to motivate the young minds, trigger the young minds and say that textbook narration to textbook mug up to answer books is not what is required today in an education system. What is required? Textbook says this. Can you feel it? Can you experiment it? Can you practically look into it? Is it really happening? Somebody wrote it is happening. Did you really feel it? How many days can you still remember somebody did that and just keep it aside rather than you practically feeling it? Once you practically feeling it, tell me how long would you remember? Just reading it and how long would you remember it? So where is that the academicians we have felt what is research today that is required for the betterment of the society, could be as a business model, could be as a solution to some business people whom we can afford to say that, hey, come collaborate with us, you can do a business. I'm not interested in doing business, but I'm more interested in exploring things which is the best way to get it out. right? So this is the way that we have got to think. What is that intuition, the clear thought process that has come in your mind? This is the problem statement. That is where till where you have got to search and do the research upon that. As I told you, it's just not because we are doing engineering, we are using all the technologies. COVID really transformed us, opened up us, saying that it is not the way that you think that is doing. There are so many platforms that are available based on the need. It could be for any part of, it could be for a business, it could be for economics, it could be even for your liberal arts, it could be for anything that you name it, right? So that is what the technology comes with. Why engineering? It's no more like, I think you could also be seeing there are branches of engineering coming out, but the way that we want the engineering to go is just a problem solving. Irrespective of whatever you do, it's a problem solving. Now define the depth of the problem statement where we are going to pick up. So how much are we getting into the collaboration mode in understanding that, hey, come on, we all were 5, 6 of us. So there are so many words we use: interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary. Come on, what is the difference between an interdisciplinary and a multidisciplinary? How do you showcase that a team building which can take up this and come up with a problem statement to the problem that is well defined and give a very broader perspective of solution to it with an upswings that comes out as a byproducts of it and land in your page of the solution to the problem that we want to define it here.